It's Saturday session. We're here to get wise. And we are looking at the three reasons you can't get rid of your pain. That's right. Why can't I get unstuck from this sticky stuff, this painful limitations, these frustrating fatigue? We're gonna get rolling with this. Max is gonna squeak on a squeaky toy. Capital Public Radio stream is playing, and I am just gonna roll right into this. Let's see if I can move this. And there we go. Here we are. Hello, hello, hello. Pain freedom. The reset formula is what we are rolling into for the rest of the year. 5 simple steps so that you can clear those painful limitations, whether they're physical pains in your body, holdbacks from your habits, frustrating, messy, middle, muddle, mania. I work with a lot of people specializing in helping Gen X leaders break through these blockages that hold us back. I've been there despite being a fit pro, a health coach, decades. And doing the healthy things, I still fell apart in midlife. And that's what launched me on this road. And if you're following my journey, I'm in the midst of some really tough stuff, as life does present us with, to help us grow through these challenges that aren't pleasant when you're in them. So I know a thing or two about resilience, perseverance, commitment, and caring for yourself while your world is falling apart. I'm Wendy of Wiseman Integrative, home of happier, healthier humans, taming the tensions of modern living, choosing to be happier and healthier come what may, day by day, as we make our way through this thing called life. Choosing joy, spreading kindness, caring for self and others, compassionate, loving kindness, and caring. Uh-oh. No sneezing. All right, let's go ahead and screen share. I want to dive right in to this new framework that we've got going on. Share. It's the green button. It's right there, Wendy. You can see it. It's nice and clear. Here we go. Okay, this is where we are now. This is in the Wise Life Leaders community, which is a wonderful place I share the Wealthy Spirit daily motivational prompts about from a book called The Wealthy Spirit. And I share all kinds of things about having a wise life. We've got some wonderful people. We've also got the pain-free community here, school.com, SKOOL, pain-free. And that is a wonderful place to come and break through burnout, get your move on. There's a little sneak peek. Come on in. It's free for you to join. But we're here today to go ahead and take a look at this Wise Life reset. Let me get back to the top here and let me move myself down again and try to get rid of this. There we go. Make this a little bit bigger and then dive right in. You're here because you've tried everything, right? Oh, look at all these things. And you're still stuck. You still got the pain. Your back hurts. Your neck hurts. Maybe it's your hands, your feet, your elbows. Maybe you're just drained. One of the common things in my Facebook community, which is still there, but it's not really active. Less pain, more energy from years ago. One of the common complaints, well, aside from sore knees, for those over 40, was just the general lack of energy. Because you've tried everything and you're just still stuck, spinning in this painful exhaustion. And I'm here today to help you with 3 reasons you can't break through, you can't get rid of your pain, and how to fix it. That's right. the messy middle breakthrough, pain freedom, your body, your life, your business. Fix that pain, boost that energy, and stay active up to and after 50 with the reset formula. It's the pain free formula for Gen X leaders, um, for anybody at any age, really. I know Gen Xers because I'm a Gen Xer. It's a radical rebels of realness, right? So, why will this change your life when you implement it? You're not going to get the changes just by showing up here and reading this and looking through the community, or, joining and flipping through more um, threads. No, you've got to implement the changes. You've got to do the work, folks. That's right. I'm going to dive in, so we can break through this, wondering why is it I'm doing the things? Why doesn't it work? I stretch, Wendy, and I just can't get rid of this pain. And it's draining me. I can't deal with it anymore. Fix it, fix it, fix it. Well, the modern world is overwhelmed with information. And once you understand where you're going wrong, why it's not your fault, and adjust your current strategy, your approach, shift your actions so that you can feel great, creating a life that you really love living, that you feel good day by day, throughout the day. You're not drained and depleted all the time. You're not on the edge of or in the midst of burnout. You can break through and really, truly thrive as a better you, get more done. The truth is, most of the information about getting rid of pain and exhaustion simply doesn't create the lasting change that you seek. It's in your 40s and 50s, you start to experience joint stiffness, mental exhaustion, chronic pain. Some folks are experiencing it earlier in their 20s and their 30s, which is just a horrible symptom of sedentary living and lifestyle. It's really doesn't need to happen until your 70s or 80s, really. So we're here to help break through that. But once you experience it, you dive into trying to fix it, fix it, fix it, because of the myths that we've been fed by the media about everlasting youth. And you're yearning for the physical freedom of your younger years, or just having the energy to get through the day, right? If you're here now, you've probably tried a lot of the popular protocols, pricey products, a plethora of pain professionals, from massage therapists to chiro physical therapists, and different doctors. Um, all kinds of different approaches, and they really just drain the bank account and don't get you those results. Maybe you felt better for a little while. Maybe it got worse. I know people that I shared some of my top strategies with, and they went and it made things worse because of the way they were going about it. Every approach isn't right for everybody. And that's what I'm here to help you sift through this overwhelming sea of information, to select the strategies that work for you and what you're going through and the lifestyle you want, right? Whether you felt better for a little while or it got worse and you gave up, either way, it's expensive. It costs you time, energy, and money, money, so much money. The average American spends between $2,000 and $5,000 a year managing chronic pain, fatigue, and related energy draining symptoms. And that's doctor visits, diagnoses, over the counter pain relievers, supplements, physical therapy, chiro care, alternatives. I think the numbers got up to like $1,200 or $12,000 a year. Um, it's skyrocketing. And since the pandemic, when people started walking around their house without their shoes, podiatry and footbeds, orthotics, has become a $1 billion industry because people realized that their feet were weak from the shoes. The shoes are like a cast that this got screwed up somehow. There we go. Right, we're back. Don't edit the document during the presentation. Anyhow, I could go on for days about this. Um, and and these financial statistics don't even include the emotional toll, the time of managing your pain, your energy. I mean, it takes a lot of time to manage your energy and your emotions, let alone the pain, right? There's impact on relationships. There's impact on work. There's impact on your home environment. There's so many layers of impact. So no wonder you're drained, you're depleted, and you're sick of feeling stuck because there's so much more to life. You know, have you ever caught yourself saying it shouldn't be this hard? I shouldn't have to live like this. And I could start crying if I really tap into those energies because I know them so well. The good news is it's not something wrong with you. You're just trying to fix it with systems that miss the mark. So this guide is here to show you exactly why and nothing's really worked despite all of the doing and the trying to fix it that you've been doing. And also, I'm going to look at how you can fix it. After reading this, and when you take the necessary actions to adjust these mistakes, you're not going to have to worry about these painful limitations sabotaging your success in life and business. So long as you take the steps and do the work, start living your best life. Now, why listen to me? If you're new to my world, you don't know me. Hi, again, I'm Wendy of Wiseman Integrative, home of happier, healthier humans, taming the tensions of modern living with simple strategies, choosing joy, creating a better world together by being happier and healthier, come what may. I'm a Gen Xer. Yeah. Vet through the painful spiral you're probably stuck in right now. Burnout, battling burnout, overwhelm, burnout. I'm a fit pro health coach who, despite doing the healthy things, still fell apart midlife. So many of us do. It's tough, this thing called life, right? I know what it's like to wake up exhausted, stiff, foggy, frustrated, wondering, is this just what getting older means? And, doctors will tell you, oh, you're just getting older. It's just some arthritis. They perpetuate these myths as you continue to feel like you're falling apart. I push through like so many of us are wont to do. Oh yeah, I just push through the net. Yeah, that'll go away. I don't have time for this pain, right? You've been there. Can you get hands up if you can identify with it? I don't have time for this. And really, you don't have time to not take a break. Chronic pain, medical fatigue, medical dead ends. And yet you still push through and keep showing up. I'm fine. That 4-letter word, I'm fine. So, like so many Gen Xers, especially because so many of us grew up as latchkey kids, we became masters at functioning while falling apart physically, in your body, in your business, in your life, right? Who's been there? Who's there right now? So, meanwhile, I've got credentials as a coach. Thank you for changing that. Yeah, as a person relief specialist, that doesn't make any sense. Why did you? That used to say pain. A person relief specialist. Thank you. What is? I think some AI has invaded my document and started making that will. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I've got tons of credentials, certifications out the wazoo, and more importantly, decades of experience. Yeah, both personally and professionally. I've spent decades learning what I can about these hidden drivers of chronic pain, fatigue, what works, what doesn't work, what the system isn't telling you, because it's a medical business after all, designed to make money. Not for you. Take your money and keep you in the system so that they can keep making money, keep you coming back, right? Who's been to one of those chiropractors that just you go in, you get cracks, and you're sent on your way with a schedule to come back once or every week for the rest of your life. That's great, except that if you're not addressing the muscle imbalances, you stand up off the table and you're right back out of adjustment within a matter of minutes or hours or days. And of course, the pill mills, they want to keep you on the pills to keep you paying, and a lot of us don't need those medications. There's other pathways if you're willing to do the work, if you take the steps to create the change. Of course, you're welcome to choose the pills, the procedures, the quick fixes that often create other conundrums. I tried a lot of them. I spent years not making progress until I found a lot of the secrets I'll be sharing with you, until I learned to sift and sort through what works for me today, because every day is different. Yeah, I tried the fixes, the protocols, the professionals. My neck pain, my foot pain, my fatigue remained. And I spent the time, the money, the energy, and nothing changed until I stopped chasing the symptoms, shifted the focus from fix it frenzy, fix it, get rid of it, make it go away, and started allowing my body to show me how to reset, making space. That's when everything started to get better. In my 40s, I committed to becoming a happier, healthier human, come what may, every day up to and beyond 50. And I'm getting ever closer to 60 now. And as I said, life's not all peachy keen, but I have maintained that commitment to showing up as a happier, healthier version of myself. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But you can choose joy no matter what's going on. Right? That's why I created the wise way and this new reset framework that works for people like me and you to move through, to grow through, to heal. I'm helping other high functioning depression, been there, burnout, been there, overstretched, overwhelmed leaders restore resilience and reclaim that youthful vitality without expecting to be able to do the things you could do in your teens or your 20s, right? You're better. You're wiser. And you can live well throughout your years. Now, this isn't a theory. This is a process I've used in real life. Go away, toolbars and things. And it's worked for other people too, people who felt stuck for far too long. Now, I'm passionate. I'm committed to helping others, and it's an honor and a privilege I don't take lightly. It is a beautiful thing helping people uncover the real reasons their pain keeps coming back and how they can finally break free. So if you've been told you're just getting older, if you've been handed the pills, the patches, the potions, or the pity instead of real answers, if you're tired of wasting your time, your money, your energy on surface level solutions that don't create the change you're after, this program is for you. It solves the three core problems that are keeping you stuck and sabotaging your success. And here they are. Problem number one, you're chasing the quick fixes instead of getting to the source, revealing the root cause. Another supplement, another stretch, another appointment. No matter what you try, you're not getting any real lasting relief. And the problem is you're treating symptoms while the source of your pain is somewhere else. Very often, where we're feeling the pain is not the root cause of the impingement. So many people diagnosed with carpal tunnel do not have a narrowing of the carpal tunnel. They have a muscle pain syndrome or a thoracic outlet syndrome where the nerves and the vasculature are getting pinched because of the stress in the neck and the upper body that is creating this pain syndrome in the hand that people self-diagnose and think it's carpal tunnel and wear braces because they looked it up on Dr. Google, and that meanwhile they're still stressed and tense and blocking off the nerves and the vasculature up here in the upper body. That's the root cause of the pain way down here peripherally. So a lot of times where you feel the pain in your neck or your back or your foot or your leg or wherever is not where the muscles are tight and choking off the nerves and the blood vessels. The pain signal is sent to get your attention. But the pain isn't necessarily originating from where you're feeling, sensing the signal. Your body isn't falling apart or broken. It's trying to protect you. It's trying to get your attention. And if you're treating the symptoms instead of addressing the patterns and unwinding the nervous system signaling, misfiring of the wiring, the emotional pains, intentions, beliefs, and ideas about what you're experiencing, as well as the physical imbalances, the tension patterns that accumulate as your body creates these guarding syndromes, well, you got to start listening to the whisper before it becomes a scream and then brings you to a screeching halt. The truth is, you don't need more fix-it fads, more fabulous relief remedies. You need to identify what's driving the pain to begin with. And that could be subconscious limitations from before you were even born. Generational traumas that exhibit patterns in the way you live your life. Now, when you stop the cycle at the source, when you reveal and identify these patterns, you can finally get these symptoms to stop cycling, to stop signaling you, help, 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 right? Now, 1 in 5 adults live with chronic pain. Nearly 20 million say it limits their daily life. Are you one of them? Harvard Health says that most pain syndromes are system issues, patterns I'm talking about, not simple injuries. Right? Modern medicine is great at treating trauma, acute trauma, fixing the mechanical things. Now, Karen, 49, had tried everything, right? Massage, acupuncture, the ibuprofen, Tylenol, whatever, anti-inflammatories, and those posture devices that are so popular all over the place. Just wear this. Don't bother to pay attention to how you're sitting or making it. Just wear this device. Nothing worked for more than a few days, maybe a few weeks. But, she revert to her old patterns. Doctors were suggesting surgery. So many of my clients have been, here's some pills. We can do this surgery to help you feel better. She was frustrated. She didn't want the expense or the recovery time of surgery. Who does? Unless it's something you just broke your leg, right? Then, okay, I'll take the surgery. So she was so frustrated, waking up every day, dreading going through the day again with the same pains, the same drains. And she was really afraid that this was how life was going to be and it was just going to get worse. So when we started the reset, she realized that her pain flared up every time she hit high stress weeks at work. So it was a response, a stress response, signaling her to slow down, to take a breath, to pause, to reset. Now, once that trigger was identified, it only took about 5 minutes of daily reset work on the nervous system, preparing you for going through less stress. It's not stressless. There's always stress in the modern world. Max is here to say hello. Hi, Max. Yes, there he is. Her headaches started disappearing. Her back pain dropped 70%. She's pretty much pain-free now. And Max, thank you. He's playing with the mouse. No pills, no products, no procedures. Just a pause. Max, stop it. Not those kind of pause. Oh, so stop looking for the quick fixes for symptom relief. Seek the source. Start solving the problematic patterns. Get the reset to help you reveal the root causes and reboot your well being so you can live your best life. All right. Problem number 2, you're doing too much and it's making it worse. You've been taught more is better. And in this age of information overload and in your body, more is overwhelming, right? You keep doing more, and yet you're always in survival mode, trying to fix the problem with effort instead of strategy. More stretching and exercises, more diets and supplements, more guru gimmicks, fitness pads, products that sometimes hurt you. I mean, I've worked on people that burn themselves with those heated massage gun tips and those. Don't even get me started on the psoas hooks and rings and things that if you're not working with the professional, you can really cause lasting damage to your system. Using these tools, trying to fix it. Too many tactics without being tactical in your approach. It's all too much, too fast, and your system is overwhelmed. So often you're making things worse instead of better. The truth is, your body heals when it feels safe. Recovery doesn't happen with this no pain, no gain hustle. It happens when the system stabilizes and the pressure lifts. Breathe, smile, and joy. Did you see that? That was the 3 keys to reset anywhere, anytime, for anybody, in any condition, any place. Yeah, breathe, smile, and generate some joy. 77% of adults report physical symptoms tied to stress. This number is probably bigger now. I'm going to have to check the data. Research in Frontiers on Psychology shows that nervous system regulation is the top predictor of healing from pain and fatigue. In other words, can you pause and take a breath and release that buildup of tension, taming your tension, right? So the more you practice those 3 keys to reset anywhere, anytime, good for anybody, any place, doing anything. As you see that, the more you practice that, the more you integrate that into your daily being, the more you're releasing, reducing, preventing the accumulation of the stresses that create these patterns, that create these conundrums, that become these painful limitations that sabotage your success in life and business. Now, David knows 57. That's how old I am right now, folks. He was burnt out, frustrated, and thinking, this is just how aging goes. 5 workouts a week, clean diet. He was living the healthy life, doing the longevity stuff, and he was still dragging throughout every day, doing all the things he found on socials and YouTube, Encyclopedia YouTube. Despite all his efforts, he was always exhausted and remained in pain. Well, because he was doing all the things, doing too much. He was feeling powerless in his efforts, and he felt like he was falling apart faster. He was about to quit and just go back to being a couch potato. If I'm doing all the things and it's not working, why not just sit on the couch and eat snacks and watch the game, right? So once we removed about 80% of the things he was doing, realigned his approach with simple daily resets, just the minimum viable activity to create the change so that you can enjoy living your life instead of filling your life with all these things to fix it and finding out that you're even more exhausted than before because you're doing all these things to feel better. Oh my God, it's silly humans. Well, his energy came back stronger than before because he had the space to enjoy being by selecting the right strategies, right? Being tactical with the tactics. His frustration faded, and of course, his relationships improved both at home and at work. And he was shocked at how doing less actually accomplished more. So stop overcomplicating healing and health and healing. Healthy doesn't have to be complicated, folks. You can feel better with less effort. If you hop in and get your personalized reset program, you can cut through the chaos, cut the crap, and make your life enjoyable again. Number 3, you're relying on doctors who don't know you or your body. They look at the isolated things they're specialists in. They look at the imaging, which might show all kinds of things that aren't related in any way to what you're experiencing. There are so many studies that show that tons of people have the same Alzheimer's plaques as people that are exhibiting the symptoms, that are losing their mind, literally, but they're not losing their mind with these plaques, right? There are so many studies that show people with bulging discs and hernias that aren't experiencing any pain. And other people that are not showing imaging of bulging discs that have severe pain as if they do have those. It's a mystery pain. So why does some people have the pains and some people don't have the pains if they have the same structural symptoms? Because pain is multifaceted. It's mental, emotional, physical. There are issues in the tissues. Sometimes they're acute that you can address very specifically, like, oh, look, that is a hole that's torn open in your leg. Let's sew it up, right? Oh, there's a broken bone. Let's mend that. The medical system you've trusted isn't built to solve these chronic pain puzzles. If it's not a visible issue in the tissue, something that can be diagnosed, differentiated, they're miraculous at treating trauma. Modern medicine manages those symptoms. They're great at fixing things, yeah, when it's a clear-cut thing to fix. Unfortunately, it rarely looks at your whole life. Now that's shifting. We have many more functional medicine professionals now that look at the whole life, the patterns of environment and relationships and history. When I do clinical neuromuscular myofascial therapy, there is a long history intake form that goes into your childhood, you know, all kinds of things that aren't just the basics, you know, are you on any medications? Have you had any surgeries recently? And the basics versus the deep history. So when you dive into a lot of this, you can start unwinding the patterns. And doctors are in a hurry. Again, it's a medical business. They're seeing a lot of people that don't have the time to get to know you anymore. I remember in the 70s, my doctor smoked cigarettes. I can see this dark, you know, wood paneled office and his ashtray on the desk and his voice, Dr. Gene Omler, and his fish on the wall behind him, you know, that mom would take me to the general practitioner in that office building. I can see it. I wonder if it got damaged in the tornadoes there. But anyhow, yeah, the doctors that smoked. But they used to get to know you, right? They knew the family. It was a family doctor, not this, you know, sit and go through the mill of the, you know, 5-minute intakes. And it's like the doctor that just kind of poked me, offered me ibuprofen after I had expressed that I don't take those things. And, you know, finally I learned how to get through the gatekeeper at Kaiser and be like, I just need a PT referral. I just need imaging, do this. And it's like, it's really horrible. And unfortunately, what's even worse is they often dismiss what you're saying. They just don't even listen to you. So not only do they not know you or anything about you other than what they're looking at on a piece of paper or an imaging, they don't listen to you either. Nobody knows your body better than you, right? If you learn to tune in to what your body's telling you. Your body has intelligence. The truth is your body is trying to protect you. Most practitioners don't know how to listen to it in themselves or in others. So it's important to find the ones that do. And more importantly, it's important to learn to listen to you, get to know you. Yeah. You've been taught to dismiss your gut instinct, your innate knowledge in favor of the white coat, the credentials, That's backwards. Learn to listen to your body. 40% of women with chronic pain say doctors just dismiss their symptoms. Yeah, it's just emotional women. She's just hysterical. It's just perimenopause, right? The US spends $635 billion a year on pain management, and yet relief remains fleeting, temporary. You got to keep them coming back, keep them paying, keep them in the system, right? Angela, 46. This is so common. Your back pain. Oh, it's probably just perimenopause. You've got some arthritis. You're just getting older. Here's some pills. We can put you on SSRIs. You know what? I overcame those perimenopause offers of help with simple lifestyle changes, cutting the sugar, sleeping better, moving my body more, not exercise, more movement, more activity, physical activity, not exercise and stretching. Oh, she was so fed up and she knew it was more than hormones, and I did too. So she was so tired of being handed another prescription instead of being asked better questions, instead of being listened to. I had to switch doctors 3 times before I found someone that would listen to me that I could work with. And then, of course, my insurance changed, and now I'm in that flux again. It's really ridiculous. So within 2 weeks of starting reset, her system began to stabilize. My housemate was just telling me that, just cut the Coca-Cola and the symptoms were not there like they usually are every month. So you too can enjoy this. Yeah. Angela was so happy as her pain began disappearing. Symptoms, soothing the symptoms. It felt like my body finally had permission to breathe, to let go, to stop being on guard all the time. Now, there were some deeper layers of trauma from childhood here. My reset is a combination of actual physical actions, physical assessment, and actions with some talk therapy too. It's a unique combination to help you grow through, to help you truly start listening to your body, to break through and stop just soothing the symptoms. Create that lasting change. The reset gives you the tools to understand what's creating the painful patterns, where they're coming from, and how to get the lasting results you want. And it's time for you to break through. You're not getting any younger. It's not getting any better day after day as you want it to go away, right? The Wise Life Reset is a real approach for leaders who are ready to stop chasing symptoms and enjoy next level living, life and business, personal and professional. Yeah. Reveal, explore, shift, expand, transition. That's the 5 simple steps. And your personal program will follow the proven system to uncover what's blocking your energy, prolonging your pain, these patterns. Where did they come from? You reveal, you reset, you reprogram, eliminate the patterns that keep you stuck by integrating the simple shifts that fit you and your lifestyle. You're not going to be wearing somebody else's shoes. You're not going to be doing what worked for somebody else. You're going to be figuring out what works for you. No complicated tech platforms or apps to navigate. Some of these systems, these courses, these programs give you so much shit to do that it overwhelms you even more than you were overwhelmed before in your attempt to fix it. We cut the crap, right? Yes, there's a school community. Yes, there are some course modules you can watch or listen to or read. But the key is the work that we do together, one-to-one, that accountability, the access to the support. You don't need any of the tech or the apps, right? No fluff, none of the fluffy fix-it that doesn't get you through the tough stuff. No more endlessly trying everything without getting better. We're going to strategically select the best tactics and use them in a tactical way. Reset, it's not about more things to do. It's not another thing to do. It's not another, 8,000 hour morning routine and evening routine. Where's the time in the middle of the day to enjoy your life? Now, if you think your case is too complex, you're not alone. Oh, it's not. It's just me. Nobody else is like this. Of course, nobody else is you. You're unique. And that's why this program is powerful, because I help you select from this overwhelming sea of information to find your way, to find the tools, the tactics, the simple strategies that fit the life you want to live. You've done hard things before, you can do this too, with the right plan, the right guide, the right support, the right community. Chronic pain and fatigue isn't a personal flaw, and it is not your destiny. It's simple system overload. Modern living takes a toll, folks. It does. Reset doesn't add more noise. It clears the way. And yeah, I've been going on longer than usual. I must be a little passionate about this, huh? It's your choice, folks. Spend another month or more years managing your symptoms, trying to fix it, or you can have one conversation with me to give you greater clarity. Just one, and it's free. One free conversation. Connect.wisewithwendy.com. Get your reset strategy session. We'll get you set up. We'll cut through the crap, calm the chaos, help you feel great in your body again. No pressure, no pitch, no selling. No selling. No. Simply get clarity on what's keeping you stuck. Set a strategy for making progress and explore if reset programming is the right fit for you. It's a win-win. Are you in? Let's get going. Let's keep going. Let's grow. Book your free reset strategy session now, not later. Now, connect.wisewithwendy.com. Go ahead. Do it on the device that you are watching on right now. You can fully enjoy your life. Stop managing your pain and start breaking free. Yeah, end the patterns. Schedule your strategy session now. And if you're not ready, book your call whenever you're finally fed up, when you're sick of managing the symptoms, and when you're ready for radical results. Let's go. Yay. All right, folks. There you have it. Connect.wisewithwendy.com. There, you see it? I did it again. Breathe. The 3 keys to reset anywhere, anytime. Breathe, smile, and generate joy. Enjoy your life. It's that simple. The more you practice, the more it's a part of you. And that is the key to success. Integrating wise way. Wellness integration solution essentials. Basically, the basics, folks. Make it a part of you so it's not another thing you have to do. Boom. On that note, make it a great day. Have a wonderful weekend. I will see you next week. Come on into the community and you can see me all week long. Enjoy the terrific tidbits. School.com. SKOOL. There it is. And hydrate.